welcome back to my channel. Sorry I haven't been uploading, and sorry that I don't have a schedule of when I'm gonna be uploading, but once again I will definitely have that very soon. I am thinking of having a schedule planned and kind of posting every Tuesdays and Fridays, or Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you guys want to know what I thought about this foundation, or if I like this foundation, then just keep on watching and you will find out. I did purchase the new foundation by Tarte, which is the Face Tape foundation. This is supposed to be very kind of similar to the Shape Tape foundation. Basically the two foundations that they had before, which was the hydrating and the matte, are no longer available. They did come up with one that is now going to be basically hydrating, but it's also going to give you a very soft matte finish. So the new foundation that Tarte decided to come out with, not decided, they actually came out with, is the Tarte Face Tape foundation, which looks just like this. It's available for 50. This is available in 50 shades, which is awesome. The shade that I did pick up was 36S medium tan. Retail for $39. It does have 1 fluid ounce, just like any other foundation out there. This does have, I am reading of course out of the ULTA app. This is rated 4 out of 5 stars. There is 126 comments at the moment. Details about this new foundation. This new foundation is inspired by the iconic Shape Tape concealer. This is a long-wearing, full coverage foundation, mattifies, but it also hydrates and brightens your appearance, your skin, smoothing fillers, selfie settings, and Instagram feedbacks to create the foundation of your dreams. Plus, this baby comes in 50 shades with 5 undertones. It is transfer proof, waterproof, sweat proof, to keep you flawless throughout work, play, whatever the situation you might be in. I say it to pair it up with the Shape Tape concealer to finish up all your look. So I did pick up the shade 36S medium tan, and of course this is how the packaging looks. On the side it basically says everything. I'm gonna open up this baby up. The new foundation looks. I hope this is a great shade for me. I basically went off by what I thought could be my shade, so I'm not sure if this is gonna be the right shade. I should have picked up 2, but I only picked up 1, unfortunately. I do have a damp sponge here, which is the Real Technique sponge, and I'm gonna prime my face. I am using the Professional Primer by Benefit. This is my holy grail. This is something that I always grab if I'm going traveling or whatever the situation. It never fails me, so I'm basically gonna do the same. And oh my gosh, I don't have a mirror. How am I gonna do it? If I am looking on this side, it's because my, of course, mirror is on this side and I have to see what I'm doing, obviously. Basically kind of warm it up and just apply it. And I'm gonna apply it all over. I do like 2 coats of this, just because I like to kind of really blend it into my skin, and then I would do my forehead with whatever's left after the second round, just because I really don't want my pores to be visible. I really don't have big pores or anything like that, but I do have some pores, you know. I mean, I think everybody has pores, so I do have pores that I want to minimize. That's the point of this primer, but you can use this alone or you can use it with another primer. So for my second primer, I am a little bit oily to combination at the moment, so I like to get the other one by Benefit Professional, and this is meant for more oily skin type. And I basically do the same. I would do 1, and then this one, instead of kind of rubbing it in, I kind of just like to pat it into my skin. Finally, after I have primed my face with the 2 primers, I do get my Smashbox primer water, and I just kind of prime also. So let's go in. So basically this has a pump, which is a plus because I feel like pumps do so much better. They're easy, they're not messy, and it gets the job done. think it might be too light. Oof. I don't know if you guys can see, but I think it might be too light. So I did 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna I always warm it up here. I don't know why, but I just do. And I'm gonna just do dots because that's how I apply my foundation. So why not do it how I always do it? Now I'm gonna grab my Real Technique sponge, and it is damp with warm water, and I'm basically just gonna dab. Press it into my skin. I'm gonna move my hair back just so I can really do this. I think this shade is a little bit light. Oops. We'll make it work for the sake of this video. So I'm just kind of patting or dabbing my foundation in. Oh, I hope this oxidized because it does look a little light here going on. So you have to work very quickly with this foundation just because when it dries down it's really hard to move around. Like I'm trying to move this right here and it's taking me a while. So it dries pretty fast, FYI. Pressing a little bit more pressure into my sponge, see if I can blend it a little bit more, but see right here it's still not blending. So far it's not breaking apart. My pores do not look more visible or appear any larger, so that's good. But it's definitely a light shade for me, and that is medium tan sand. This is, it says it's full coverage, and I feel like, no, I don't think it's full coverage. I really don't. Like, I don't know if you guys could see here why. Well, I'm looking at my viewfinder and it looks like something is holding on right here, but I don't see nothing. Whatever, my miracles. So I'm gonna get another pump, and this is my 3rd pump. So I did a full pump right here behind my hand, and I'm doing the same, and I'm gonna put a little bit here. And of course, and like I said, you do have to work kind of fast with this foundation because it dries down and then it's a little bit hard to blend into your skin. Everything out. Now I feel like it's a little bit more full coverage. I feel like they did cover my imperfections. I feel like it did have that blurring effect, that selfie effect. I noticed like in the viewfinder it looks very blurred and very full coverage. So I did do 3 pumps of this foundation, and other than the wrong shade, I feel I think it's doing exactly what it says. It does have a very soft matte. I don't feel it very dry or anything like that, but it can also mean because I have more of a oily type combination. So if you were a little bit dry, I'm not sure if you're also gonna love this. It does state that it's also hydrating, so if you're a dry skin type and you have tried this, also let me know in the comments down below how you love it. What do you think about it? You know, let's just interact together. Alright, so I blended everything out, and I've gone with the Shape Tape concealer just to finish it up and do kind of use the Tarte products together, just because it says that it would work flawless pair together. The shade that I normally use is medium, which is here, and this. Grab now my concealer, and I'm gonna conceal, but this is making me nervous. I feel like maybe it's gonna make me look a little bit lighter. So now I am going to go in with my Real Technique sponge once again, and I'm going to blend everything out. They're very beautiful. They're not separating or anything like that. It's not breaking apart the foundation, so they do work very great together. Bake, it's really rare that I do bake. I just have really fine lines underneath my eyes that if I bake, I feel like I bring them out. They're more pronounced, you know, so I try to stay away from baking underneath my eyes. But don't get me wrong, sometimes I will do it. This foundation, just because I think it's a little bit light, I'm not sure, but just let me know in the comments and see if it is light or not. So now I have set my face. So far, it's not creasing. It's not setting into places that I don't want it to set. Oh, I made a boo-boo there. It's okay, I'll take it later. My pores still don't look any bigger or enlarged. It's not setting in my fine lines yet. It is separating a little bit here, but it's nothing very severe at the moment. I lined my lips with Chestnut from MAC. Oh my god, I was having a hard time saying that. And for my liquid lipstick, this is the Buxom and Baba Plump and Top It Off. This is one of my favorite combinations here. And I like it because it has like a plumping effect. I don't think it's settling into places I don't want it to set. I think it's still holding on pretty well. It is giving me a very blur effect, very selfie mode, I would say. So I'm not having no complaints right now. I am liking this foundation right now, other than the shade, because I feel like I can go just a shade darker. Foundation, I don't feel like it's very full coverage from the get-go. I feel like it's a medium to full coverage. I used 3 pumps to kind of do my whole face, and I'm not saying I have a big face or anything like that or a small face. I just took me 3 pumps to get to my desire of full coverage. But it is giving me that flawless and natural matte finish. I'm not seeing any oils or anything like that. It's also giving me that kind of blur selfie mode. It's looking really good so far. I'm not having any complaints. I'm gonna get a little bit more tanner, so if I do want to use this foundation in the summertime, I will have to go up a shade or 2 depending how tan I get. But so far I am liking this foundation. I feel like I'm on the win-win. I've tried the L'Oreal Infallible and that was a good foundation for me. I'm trying the face tape and this is so far a good foundation for me. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and give this video 2 thumbs up. I'll definitely see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.